Buongiorno, Megan Richards. I would like to warmly welcome you here within the NEM community and to be virtually among us and to answer to some of our questions on NEM, on digital economy, on digital content, and on the Horizon 2020.
I wish I could be with you in the summit in Torino this week. Unfortunately, I had some other obligations and I couldn't come, but I hope to attend the next time. And I'm sure you will have a very successful summit and a very successful conference, and I wish you all the very best.
Let's start with the NEM. The report on ETPs was acknowledging the positive contribution they make to progressing the development in the area they represent. What is your views regarding the NEM initiative?
Well, I think the NEM initiative has been extremely useful. Like all the European technology platforms, they have an important role to play because it's really the industry and academia and those who are in the sectors who really know the issues relating to their particular areas of expertise. You know what's going on, you know where the state of the art is. No one else can tell you, and we really need your input and impact. And so your strategic papers and position papers have been of great use to us.
Let's pursue on the digital economy. We, NEM, believe that one of the sectors that has the most potential for growth and generation of income over the next period in the European digital content sectors. This includes games, movies, TV, art, social networks, etc. Do the Commission share this view of the growing importance to the European economic well-being of the content industry?
Certainly. It's clearly an area of potential future growth. We see already the growth that's taken place just in the past years. It's clearly an area that's going to grow more in the future. It's hard to tell which is going to be the most important sector, but this is clearly going to be one that's very important. And this is one of the reasons why we have attached importance to it and provided funding for it, both under the 7th Framework Programme, and I expect also under Horizon 2020 as well.
Concerning the research domains related to digital content, will the forthcoming proposals for the 8th Framework Programme reflect the contribution that content sector can make to the economic development of Europe?
Well, you know that the Innovation Union and Horizon 2020 and the Digital Agenda and Europe 2020 are all actions and initiatives and policies of the European Union to encourage growth. And since the new generations of web-based applications and services is an area of future growth, we hope that this is an area where we will be able to put some more funding. We want to encourage the sector. We want to keep you active and working. And I think too that in the area of Horizon 2020, where we will have fusion of the research and the innovation actions that we currently have under two different programs, we will have a lot more room for better merger of the two kinds of activities, which should be interesting for your sector.
Let's speak about innovation. One of the great problems industry sees with the research programs is that many times the innovation needed to get technology from its emerging state to a state that is commercially exploitable is not appreciated in the evaluation of proposal. It is at least a perception. How can we ensure that this very necessary applied research work is appropriately recognized and supported?
Well, I think with Horizon 2020 we will have the opportunity now to have a better connection between the research activities and the innovation activities. Up till now we have had these activities and the support, the financial support for these activities in two separate groups. So the research funding, of course, had to concentrate on research activities. That doesn't mean that the impact and the application was ignored, but it wasn't something that was financially supported. It was something that was considered during the evaluation. Now we will, I hope, be able to have a better connection, perhaps a more seamless connection between the two, and this should encourage also SMEs and other actors who are active in the more innovative parts of the sector.
Let's now talk on how further the NEM initiative can contribute. Are there any sectors within the digital content domain that the Commission have identified as meriting receive specific attention?
Well, I don't think that we would want to eliminate one particular group or to put too much emphasis on one very specific area. But, as you know, under the digital agenda, we have a number of actions. Many of them are complementary. We have an action called 54, Action 54, which is to encourage web entrepreneurs, to encourage the web economy. Commissioner Kroes has had a special meeting with the CEOs of social networks in Europe last year at the ICT 2010. She's been very active in this area. It's an area we want to really develop and grow more. But we in DG IMSO don't have the only solutions to this. There are many factors that have to be taken into consideration in the web economy, of course, but we're trying to push this area and encourage it.
SMEs are significant contributors to the digital creative industries. What is the place of the SMEs in the Horizon 2020 program?
Well, I think for many SMEs it was sometimes difficult to participate in some of the research programs. Not that they didn't, they participated very well and were very enthusiastic with their participation. But it's always difficult for an SME to have a very long-term view, and let's be frank, some of the research projects did have rather long-term goals. So I think that now, with the merging of the innovation actions and the research actions, for the SMEs it may be a little easier for them to participate. They will see perhaps a bit better the link between research and innovation. I hope they will be able to participate very well. And of course, we have many other interests and actions for SMEs in the future.
Thanks a lot, Megan Richards, for all your contribution in the debate. I encourage you to virtually listen our keynote speakers, to identify with us the best papers, and visit our exhibition area, and dream with us on a dedicated NEM art booth. Thank you again.
Thank you very much, and I look forward to hearing the news from Bart Arroyo about the allocation of the best paper at the NEM Summit. He will tell me, I'm sure. Well, I can watch you on web streaming by one of your applications, I'm sure. So I look forward to, and I wish you all the best at your summit. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.